Hello, everybody, and welcome back. This is Harry from Keep It Real. I'm going to do a quick review on the Transformers: The Rise of the Beast. It's one of the movies I have watched recently, and right after this review, I'm going to do a review on the new Flash movie that came out last Friday. The Transformers: Rise of the Beast. Let's see, that came out 2 weeks ago, and as of now, I've been monitoring how's it doing, and it actually is not doing very well. I think they may break even, but right now it doesn't look like they're doing very well at all. Domestic market is actually doing horrible. I don't think people are going to watch Transformers anymore, and I have a feeling that's because of Michael Bay's Transformers, what he did to it in the past. Because if I remember correctly, the Bumblebee movie was critics loved it and all, but people didn't go to see that one either. So that barely made money. But I think the overseas markets, since it's Transformers and Japan and the Asian countries, they love the robotics and everything. So it's doing well there. I hope it does well. I enjoyed it. My review right away, right off the top, I enjoyed this movie a lot. I liked it better than any of the Michael Bay's versions because Michael Bay, he tries to throw in a lot of sexual innuendos in there, trying to get some certain audience, but it's cheesy. It's unnecessary. The purpose for people to go see Transformer movies are the Transformers. We want to go see robots in disguise as cars. We want to see them transform and fight each other. That's the only reason why we go see them. This story was really basic. This movie wasn't written to be too complicated. The characters themselves are complicated, and they tried to skip over a lot of background because I don't think they knew how to explain it, and they were hoping that people that were going to see knew about what the Maximals are, which are the Beasts. They came from a series on TV called Transformers Beast Wars, and that was on in the 90s, late 90s, for 3 seasons. It didn't really catch on with a lot of fans. I enjoyed it, so that's why I wanted to go see this movie. Right off the bat, I loved this movie. I thought this was a very good Transformer movies. I liked this a lot better than Bumblebee. Bumblebee, I thought it was good. It was really, when you just talk about one character throughout the whole movie, it's kind of boring. But and they focused too much attention on the girl in the movie. It was who was it? Haley Seinfeld, and I think that was a little too much. They did that. They overdid that, and they left out a lot of the robot scenes and a lot of the fighting scenes. They just saved. But overall, that was a good movie. It was a good start to the reboot of the Transformers. And who really knows? That probably started in it was took place in 1980s. Transformers: Rise of the Beast takes place in 1994, and I thought this movie was it's a sequel to Bumblebee, but is it a prequel to the Bay's Transformers? I don't know. From what I'm hearing, the directors say it's a reboot. But then you hear from the producers, they say it's not a reboot, it's a prequel. So to be honest with you, it's kind of open ended. It could be going either way. It could be a prequel. It could be a reboot. It doesn't really matter because right now it's not doing very well in the theater. So I don't if they're not going to make money, whether it's a reboot or a prequel or whatnot, it's not they're going to take it off. With that said, when I went to see this movie, only one theater was showing it. This summer, most of the movies are coming out one after the other, and I think that is taking its toll on a lot of fans because all these like supposedly blockbuster movies are coming in back to back to back, and they're not making it. None of them. They're all flopping right now. And this last two that just came out was Transformers 2 weeks ago, and last week was The Flash. And I'm going to give a review later, but The Flash is not making it either. But that had its issues. I thought the musical choices for this movie was pretty damn good. They stuck with the 90s theme, and that worked for me. The movie is pretty simple and straightforward. I'm going to get to it right now. It starts off with the Maximals. They try to say that the Maximals came from a planet. Unicron is going to eat their planet. So they had a transwarp key that helps them go to space and time, travel to space and time, and Unicron wants it so he could go to anytime he wants to eat as many worlds as he wants. The Maximals, led by Ape Link, which if you know the Beast Wars, Ape Link is not a separate character. Ape Link was a transformation of Optimus Primal, but they created him as a separate character. I don't know why. He never transformed. But he gave the leadership to Optimus Primal. If you watch Beast Wars, you know Optimus Primal is a future version of Optimus, I guess you call him. And he and the rest of the Maximals leave their planet to leave Ape Link to fight Scourge, the main bad guy. And that fight took less than a minute and Ape Link died. I was like, that's it? He didn't even transform. The next scene is we're back to Earth and they show humans. Again, always showing the humans. I'm not going to go and get into the backstory of Noah because I don't think that is really relevant because I'm just going to talk about the Transformers because that's all I really care about. The Transformers, well, one of the characters triggers a old relic that they actually had the transwarp key, half of the transwarp key hidden inside. She activates it, so now all the Transformers sees it, and now they're thinking that it's a way for them to get home. So they want the transport key. So Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, and the rest of them are now on a mission to find the key. Since the signal went out, Scourge and his bunch comes down to Earth, and they take half of the key. Now they're, oh, woe is me, what are we going to do? They go to Peru to find the other half of the key. What I liked about it there wasn't very any slow moments in the show. So, in the movie, so it kept on, it was a decent pace. Once they get to Peru, that's when, obviously, they lose the other half of the key to the Terracons, which are the bad guys. Oh, that was an interesting choice to use the Terracons as the main bad guys, because, you know, with the Transformers, you have the Decepticons, which was used all the time. You have the Predacons from the Beast Wars, or the Terracons, which is a sub-unit of the Decepticons, but I guess they try and be a little different, but Predacons, Decepticons, Terracons, they're all the bad guys. There's no difference. I don't know why they bother making it, you know, just call them Decepticons, but whatever. Now comes the big battle, and the open battle scene was really cool, but here's my beef. The Maximals transformed. When they transform one time to their robot form. And then they transform back to their animal forms. They never transform back. Whereas the Autobots transform to a robot form and stay in their robot form. Why? I have no idea. The Maximals changed one time in the whole movie, transformed one time, and they stayed in that for like a minute, maybe. I was disappointed, but once again, I enjoyed the Beast Wars, so that was a disappointment. And I like the movie, but so that's weird. Obviously, it's always going to be a happy ending. They actually destroyed the transwarp key because they didn't want Unicron to be able to get a hold of it. So the Transformers, as well as the Maximals, are stuck on Earth until the next movie. In many ways, it's kind of silly, but we're watching Transformers. It's a silly concept, but it's cool to watch. I'm sure the kids will love watching this, and I had a good time. So overall, I give it a thumbs up. But overall, it's a good movie. It's a good time. It's a good popcorn movie. You have nothing to do on a Sunday. If you're expecting a lot, you're not getting a lot because it's not happening. It's a Transformers movie. It's robots, and overall, it's a well-written movie to the extent that it's about a bunch of robots fighting each other. So take it for that what it is, and I hope you enjoy it if you do go see it. And if you did see it, comment down below. Let me know what you think about that movie. A lot of people don't like the Beast Wars. They don't really think that, you know, it should be a part of it. But let me know if you know what the Beast Wars is about. Leave me a comment down below, and I'll talk to you next time. Subscribe, like, leave me a comment down below. I'll talk to you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.